Alright, so first, would you like to go first?
Yeah, sure. I guess we can go over AP first. I obviously think that at his peak, Boros is going to be multi-continental, not just because of statements, but because of like calculations of his feats to support this.
Okay. Can you show me?
God damn.
Yeah, sure.
The fuck, dude? Why should I mute? I'm not saying anything. Okay, but then I stop speaking. The fuck?
Emperor, this is being recorded.
Interest.
George, you still there?
Yeah, I think you need to delete the video. Like when you
Just give me a minute, because my internet's being a pain in the ass. So, like,
Jin, did you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you.
Yeah, I think I don't give you permission to like record my voice. So unfortunately,
You're
this cannot
retarded.
go on
You're
YouTube.
retarded. Retarded.
Emperor, shut the fuck up and mute yourself, retard.
Nigga, I did not consent to my voice being recorded.
So shut the fuck up and mute yourself, retard.
Nah, 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 nah. I think it's a bit too late for that.
Keep this up as a meme video. This shit's
What?
He said keep it up as a meme video. It's funny.
It's not funny. It's a bit like, if you think this is funny, you're fucking inept.
Yo, I can't deal with you.
going to another dimension. It's transcending that dimension. No, it's not.
Nah, transcending doesn't mean going to another dimension.
You know what? I'm really ass. George, you talking about this?
what'd you say?
Are you talking about that in the form of debating?
I'll check it out, but I was actually just about to post some stuff. Oh yeah, that's part of the evidence, but hold up. Yeah, there's also like the part of evidence where like he's causing like substantial damage to his ship, which is like durable enough to tank Saitama's moon jump, which is like I can drop the calc right now for it being like multi-continent.
Man, that's such huge wank.
I would just like to say
It's
that
really
that was
not.
never in the webcomic.
What was never in the web?
The
Is
moon
moon
jump.
jump?
Yeah, that's like non-canon, bro.
And like the
Are we,
webcomic
are,
already
wait,
got the
are we
primary
assu-
source.
wait, are we assuming that only like the webcomic is like applicable? Because like it's not something we really talked
Yeah,
about.
we're assuming the webcomic is canon. Yeah.
Emperor, shut up. I'm asking Jin. It's really not funny. Because like Jin, I don't know if like you wanted to do that.
I'm just saying that the webcomic is like the primary source to be like the first source material to go to. Since like one herself or
But
himself.
then like one gave like didn't like one like the like didn't one give like the rights or whatever like to the of his creation to like the people that made the manga and then obviously the anime. So like they
Yeah,
would have
but
like the
there's
same
stuff in
life
like the
cycle.
manga and anime that contradicts the webcomic. So
Okay, but like not in this case. I wouldn't imagine. It's just like an extra feat. It's
no, it
whatever.
does.
Like
Like it
we already
brings up
have like
Mm.
we already have the planet surface level like thing, I guess.
Yeah, that's it.
But the destruction of like the planet's surface would entail the entirety of the surface, which not only includes like the oceans, which are taking up most of the Earth itself, but also all of the continents within the Earth's surface. So that should be like very evident.
Yeah, I agree that like continental, but like the
Okay,
moons are
well, you should. So we got multi-continental Boros. So like, why would Carnage Kabuto be anywhere compared?
yeah. I'll show you. So basically, one basically stated that Carl, Boros have like a good fight, and one that was implying that they should be equal in AP. Since when they talked about a close up like fight with like brawling it out, she said Gar would have the advantage. So they're like basically saying that Garo and Boros are relative in AP, but Garo is a little bit stronger.
Okay. Yeah, I know what quote you're talking about. Yeah, go on. Like, what do you think about that? Like, what? Go on.
All right, so since like Garo is stronger,
Oh,
Dark Sound would just scale the Garo since
you just said that they would be like relative, but like you just said that they'd be like relative or equal, but like the only advantage is like he's better at like close combat. So I don't know why you just said that he's
I'm
stronger.
saying Shine scales the Garo. Since
Okay. Why does Darkshine scale to Gar?
all right, so Darkshine was able to like take attacks from Garo and able to damage him as well.
When is he taking attacks from like or damaged full monster Garo? I know that he got like completely annihilated by half monster Garo, but
He didn't get completely annihilated.
he literally quit being a hero after that because like he got his cheeks clapped.
Can you show me that?
Sure.
Bro, I'm hurting on the head right now.
I got smacked, so it's time to quit my job.
Multiple
Oh my
signs.
god. That's actually
Darkshine's
hilarious,
durability.
bro.
Just like multiple showings of Darkshine's durability and shit, just like not being able to get one shot. Then his durability would be relative to his AP since Carnage Kabuto can fight Darkshine and hurt him at full power. Then he's able to beat Kabuto. So his AP and durability should be relative to each other. Just that Gar was like a bit faster. That's why he like couldn't like actually.
Hold up. Let me like read the scans. I'm actually about to like post like the one where like half monster Garo like kicks in his face, but like I'll look at these ones because I know that he faced him afterwards and said that like his statements like insinuated that he would be fighting with more power and motivation that time.
Literally, I can just go into the half monster Gar. He literally fucked half monster. He broke like half monster does not.
But like you were posting like the scans. Okay, you'll have to remind me because honestly I forgot. Were the ones that he was fighting Darkshine in like were the ones at the top that you posted full monster Garo? Because obviously one would be saying that full monster Garo would be the one fighting Boros.
Yeah.
But I'm looking through them and I don't like primarily see any examples of him being able to damage Garo.
No,
It just looks like he's being mainly speed blitzed and like consistently getting kind of tossed around, and I guess he's surviving it, but I wouldn't say that he scales to him because of that.
no, okay. He would scale to him since Garo is able to like he's able to like tank his and doubt the Skeletor's durability. Then Carnage Kabuto can hurt him, and then he can like hurt Carnage Kabuto. So his AP would be relative to his durability. And then the only reason Garo was like kind of fucking him up because Garo was faster when he was in full monster. So Darkshine couldn't really attack.
Yeah, obviously he's faster. Just I want to make sure that you know. Why do you think that I'm not necessarily disagreeing, but I would just want to make sure you know. Why do you think that AP and durability would like scale to each other?
Well, in order to like tank like an output for your punch, your body would have to be durable enough to take. And since you're, and if
Wait,
your
wait.
body's
Let me just like counter that really quickly. It actually, I would say that usually the durability of somebody far exceeds their AP. Like for instance, if you were to let's say, if you were to have the force to like to punch out or like toss aside like a 300-pound man or whatever, or like a professional MMA fighter, they're usually 200, 300 pounds of muscle. Like you don't see those people getting blasted back, obviously, the same distance as their opponent, right? They just stand still and like they usually have bare minimum movement, but their opponents will go back by that force, right? So that would be an example of like their durability exceeding their AP because their durability is to the amount where it can absorb their AP with minimal movement, whereas their AP that they're absorbing cause the other person to launch back significantly higher. So, I mean, what would you say to that? That durability scales above AP?
well, ability to just scale the AP based on the fact that for Dark, since Kabuto and Darkseid really falling apart and hurting each other.
No. Like I'm asking you, like, how do you like know that durability and AP scale to each other? Because when you hit somebody or you hit a force and you blow it back, right? You stand involuntary, or you usually do, I would assume, unless you're like extremely weak. So like if like the AP or the force that you exert blows something back, but you stand still, you have minimal movement, that just means that the energy produced by you had like it doesn't like scale at all to like your durability to the point where it just doesn't blow you backwards at all nearly to the same extent.
Okay, you understand like their AP was like so much higher than their durability that like they would break their arm by punching like a wall or something.
Who
Just like any random person. Like if they would, like if
Any
AP
random-
was
Oh
strong
god,
durability.
I think I've got cancer or something.
Oh my god,
if they punch
Emperor, shut up!
if they punch a wall and they
Is
break
this
their
even being
arm,
recorded
then
at this point? Because Saiboshi was moaning and Empress is being
yeah,
exposed.
you know it's
it doesn't matter.
Jen,
We're all
Jen, you realize that if like somebody, why is Saiboshi doing this? Oh my god.
What the fuck? I wasn't even saying anything.
You were
Oh my
literally
bad,
moaning
my
a second
bad.
ago. You literally just
He
moaned.
literally didn't say anything.
Okay, I get it. I'm
Saiboshi was
sorry.
like, ah!
I
I'm
literally like
sorry.
screamed in terror
I was
because
just
sister
going off
retarded
of
as shit, and then I shut up.
If he punches a wall and he breaks his bones and the wall remains stationary, then I mean the wall's durability just exceeds his AP.
No,
Jin.
I'm talking about if you break through the wall with your hand, but then you break your fist in the process.
Okay. And that would be like an example of, yeah, I guess that would mean that your AP like scales above your durability, and that's like one circumstance. That's whatever. Even if like we go with this, right? Why would you're claiming that what is it? What's his name? You're claiming that Darkshine like scales to this Garo. But like what do you have like I'm assuming you're gonna try to link Carnage Kabuto to Darkshine.
Yeah, basically just relative.
What do you have the link the two?
It's literally stayed like full power Darkseid that goes serious like 15 minutes. And it would just fight, and then it was just relative for 15 minutes straight. So they would just scale to each other.
Where do you think this like where was this? This was in like the Genos training audio log.
Yeah.
So do you know the circumstances of that event? It was with Genos's doctor, name evades me at the moment.
Dr. Kusano.
Yeah, Dr. Kuseno, I believe it's called. He made like a headset to simulate those things. Do you know how the headset works by any chance?
I believe it's like a virtual reality headset and puts you in a simulation to where you.
The way that I'm familiar with it is that it essentially what's the word, it like analyzes the the person that's wearing it to get their battle power, and then it like analyzes the memories, I believe, of like individuals who have witnessed other people's power, and it takes their perception of their power and like uploads it into the system. Is I believe how it works. Does that sound like what you're familiar with? Because that's what I am.
Sure, I think so.
Okay, so then that would mean that you said that Super Ally Darkshine had to go full power against this being, right? This Carnage Kabuto to defeat him, I think is what you said.
Yeah.
Okay, so for your evidence to be valid, it would rely on two things, right? For one, it would rely on the power that was uploaded about Darkshine at that time. It would either rely on that being multi-continental, or it would rely on the power or perception that Genos or Saitama had on Kabuto that was uploaded to be multi-continental. You'd have to prove one of those two
What
things.
is it? Darkshine. What's his name? It's literally stated the Darkshine with full power and thing I just said.
Yeah, but why is full power Darkshine at the time multi-continental?
Oh, because we see what like full power Darkshine can do, and against Garo and like take its attacks and he can.
Okay, but I'm fair.
fair.
Okay, like, can you give me a time frame for where for when Darkshine's data was uploaded to the system?
I don't need
like
to do that if it's like the VGS already states that Darkshine.
You do, because
I don't. The VGS already states it. It could have happened off screen.
Okay, you do understand that if you don't give me a time frame, then it could be the data.
I just told you
Oh my god! It could be the data of literally any point in time of Darkshine, and if he doesn't have, if the data for Darkshine that was uploaded, if he doesn't have any feats or statements or scaling to that level at that time, then I don't know why you would assume that seeing his full power later would mean that him before he had any of those feats would be of that level.
No. Darkshine literally like does not train. Just like stands around and flexes and shit. And we only see full power Darkshine 2 times. And that's in the VGS and when he fights Garo. So they would just scale to each other because he does not get any stronger. Nothing to say that.
But you understand that he has like a lot of feats before he fights Garo, but like these feats don't at all scale to like him, right? So like let's say that we have let's say that earlier on, right? I don't know why I use this analogy about, but we have Goku, right? And like he blows up a planet, and that's like the extent of his feat. And like that information is uploaded to this like VG, this virtual reality system or whatever, right? And then like a time period passes, and he has a feat where he takes on somebody who's a solar system buster, and he defeats them, right? If he has feats of like busting planets beforehand, and then a period of time passes, and now he has solar system level feats, I don't know why the logical conclusion wouldn't be that, oh, he must have gotten stronger, because we can compare the two time, like the difference in time, and compare the two people, right? I don't know why you wouldn't just say that.
Okay. So what's wrong with your analogy is that you're assuming that in both times he's going full power and he got strong, like he did training or some shit. And that's never stated for Dark, so you would never be able to assume that. It'd be like you'll be like using like way too many assumptions. And in this case, Darkshine only has 2 feats going full power.
Yeah, but just because he wasn't going full power doesn't mean that we can't say that he didn't get stronger. If the feats that he had while he if the feats that he has when he wasn't going full power were nowhere close to where he is when he's apparently going full power, right? Like, what did he even do beforehand, right? I know that he like tanked a when one of the monsters infiltrated the Hero Association tower, he tanked one of those. He was able to defeat Bug God, who like I guess scales above a human Garo, and like we know that he didn't do those in full power, right? But there's such like a difference in power between that and when he goes full power. Like I would probably say after a period of time, yeah, it was like way in the future, right? That I don't know why you wouldn't just logically say he got stronger based off of that. It takes too many assumptions. Because it takes too many assumptions to assume that he has these low-end feats. Like when he's not trying, he has these such lackluster feats, and then all of a sudden when he goes full out, uses his full power, he has multi-continental level feats.
You don't think somebody going full power who's like Universal Plus can hold back to like multi-continental? That's just an example. Like just because he has low-end feats and he's holding doesn't debunk his full power.
Okay, I'm saying right that his battle power that was up. Okay, you know what I'm saying, right? You're saying that he doesn't he hasn't shown his full power, so it just means that he wasn't using his full power. What I'm saying is that right, it's less assumptuous to say that his feats, right, when he was not using his full power, which by the way, I don't know why you would say that he can hold back to a certain extent. He either just doesn't go into like I think it was called like his shine mode or something. It's like something he can like activate or choose to go into, but it seems like there's two modes rather than just like a certain percentage.
No, there isn't. Vaughn.
Is that not true? Or like,
We
because
can
that
move
was
on.
like what I got from the
We
bug
still
hub
can move
fight.
on.
No,
Oh,
there's forms. It's just like either you go full power or you don't, but there's not two forms saying it.
My
Like,
bad, though.
Continue.
Would you like to go on the speed now?
Sure. If like you wanna, yeah, sure.
Alright. Here's like base. I'm just gonna scale up the base on Kabuto.
Okay.
So there's a statement in VGS where it says like base Kabuto blitzes Genos over 54 times.
Okay.
And this same Genos went on later to fight G4 who has like light speed lasers.
Okay.
And then so Kabuto will be 54 times faster than this in this base.
Why would he be 54 times faster? What?
Blitzing
Blitzing the same person 54 times over doesn't make you 54 times faster than them.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, go ahead.
So if the blitz was like, wait, he wouldn't be able to perform this many actions in the time he did.
What? Can you repeat that?
It's actually like, all right. So it's actually like two shots him, 54 in victory.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Why does that matter?
All right. When you whatever. So I'm just gonna scale him fast in G4 Genos. Then what you
Okay. He's unquantifiably faster than G4 Genos.
No, he blitz. Genos cannot move at all.
Okay. Like,
And-
where does it
and,
say?
um,
Can you show me transcripts or like the actual audio that says that Genos couldn't move at all? Because like, I know that he like probably he could have like blitzed him, but I would like need specifics if you're gonna claim that he couldn't move at all or like you're trying to scale him this high above G4 Genos. Like, you can
Genos and the same thing. It says Genos velocity is nowhere near Kabuto's level.
Okay. Okay, can you like show me like transcripts or whatever of like this or like audio scripts of like what he's actually saying in the audio log?
What? I copy and pasted in from?
Oh, you did? Okay. Because like I was about to say that like I would say that Speed of Sound Sonic like blitzed him in when they fought in season 2, but it's not like he couldn't move at all.
I mean, like, look, that Speed of Sound Sonic thing is very retarded. I believe one said that if Sonic and Genos was to fight at that time, it'll be inconclusive. So it's not really like Sonic is fast.
I'm not talking about anything one said. I just said that like it was pretty clear that Speed of Sound Sonic was way faster, but
Well,
it's not like
I'm disagreeing with that. I'm pulling up the one
Yeah.
statement.
So why is not being near somebody's level mean that you can't like at all move or even react to them at all?
Because they're like nowhere near the level. You wouldn't be like comparable in speed at all in the slightest.
Okay, that's like a huge leap from he's not near his level 2. He doesn't like he's not able to move at all. Like he just like enters the like he just enters the arena and gets out of like absolutely sodomized for second.
He fights him like 54 times. He gets 2 shots both. He's like, yeah, I'm nowhere near his level. So it is like he got 1 shot in Blitz. He's like nowhere near his level, and they fought like 54 times. Then he has Carnage mode, which lasts for an entire week. So stamina's gonna be fucking crazy. It's just gonna be like wild on your shit.
Okay. You know what? I don't think this point matters. So well, I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't matter. I'm just saying that I don't think it's like too like heavy, but sure, Kabuto should be faster. Boros should be at least on the at least comparable to that level, seeing as how he was able to I guess you could say keep up with sometimes Blitz Saitama. This is based off of what actually happens in the fight, where Saitama actually looks surprised at his speed when he goes to attack him. And then there's also a guidebook statement that says that Saitama, when like it's obviously casual Saitama, I'm not trying to like scale them to him like when he's serious or whatever, but like even Saitama's kind of clobbered. And then this same Saitama, this casual Saitama, is able to just keep up with what do you call him? Keep up with Flashy Flash, who was able to keep up with Darkshine. Darkshine obviously was fast enough to take down Kabuto, because if he wasn't comparable, he wouldn't have even been able to hit him. So
I just like to tell you what's more call it. That you can't really like scale Saitama. That's what he is now. It's like literally it's like stated and shown that Saitama gets like stronger every day and he trains. So he also and Boros doesn't really scale the Saitama. Saitama's holding back.
okay, I said that. Hold on. I know that he's holding back, but I'm comparing two casual Saitamas. In fact, you'd probably be able to say that the Saitama who was just running around with Flashy Flash was actually less casual, because he was actually sometimes trying to fight with Boros, and there's like examples of them actually being able to swap hands, or Saitama looking surprised at Boros' speed when he comes down with the meteor, like not meteoric burst, with the meteoric burst after Saitama lands from the moon. So it's probably easy to say that this Saitama was taking the fight more seriously than he was when he was just running around with Flashy. But
I just posted like how Saitama literally can like fuck himself up from yesterday. So this Saitama that skills the Flashy Flash is like way like it's like I'm pretty sure it's like more than a month down. So like that's the time that fought Boros when he scaled the this time that was on par with Flashy Flash. Speed.
okay, it says that he one-shots his ghost. That just means that he's getting stronger via power. Nothing mentions speed.
Yeah.
Like it just says that. Yeah, it just says power.
Go ahead.
No, I didn't mean to cut you off, but like I know that like he keeps training, or at least he supposedly. I think it's like said that he keeps training, but when we get told about how much more powerful he's becoming after like he keeps training, all we hear about is like his ability to one shot his past self. Nothing about how fast he actually is, or if he's blitzing his past self.
Show me like Saitama like, cause like the Saitama that fought Boros was suppressed, and we both agree. But like if he's suppressed, right, we can't like quantify his speed. I can just say he was trying more against Flashy Flash.
Okay, if he was trying more against Flashy Flash and he was able to keep up with Flashy Flash, then I don't know why you would be able to say that Boros shouldn't scale to a Saitama who should be trying more than against Flashy Flash. Like,
Why was he trying more against Boros?
What? Didn't you just say that he was trying more than Flashy Flash, or was that something I missed?
Trying more against Flashy Flash. I mean, he was trying more Flashy Flash than Boros. I mean, like Flashy Flash was faster.
Okay. Because hold on, let me just like post like a thing real quick.
Fort, you there?
God damn it,
Yo, Jin, do you take shitty AMVs as evident?
Let me see the AMV and see how shitty it
Okay.
is. If you, I
Actually,
posted
let me
like,
post the AMV and the guidebook scan at the same time.
I was just gonna say, like, I posted like webcomic scans, and literally like, my time was keeping up with Boros the whole time. Didn't show like him slowing down at all.
Okay. For like the video, just like skip to 1:30. It's mainly just Saitama being surprised and like uh not able to like he just make like he acknowledges his speed basically because like Boros charges at him and like he's surprised by his speed, like as you can see, like by his reaction, and then he gets like blitzed after that into the following attacks, and then it also states in the guidebook that his attacks, like Boros's third form, can like clobber like a casual Saitama.
I would just like to say,
We also have hold on. We also have statements of Saitama saying that Boros might be the strongest character that he's like ever faced, and then he also acknowledges Boros's strength throughout the fight. So it would just seem to me that like him being able to like run along with Saitama and surprise Saitama with his speed and clobber Saitama according to these guidebooks, it should be like clear that he should scale at least 2, not above like a casual Saitama.
I would just like to say, not only is this like guidebook only referring to the anime, I'm pretty sure it has like mistranslations as well.
It does have mistranslations, but the only mistranslation that like I'm aware of is like the infamous one with like Boros's power being able to obliterate a star.
Yeah. Also, like his
But that
planetary
doesn't like
ship.
invalidate the other translations, just
And
invalidates
also,
that one.
when it says like he's like sort of cloud, that does not happen in the web comic. Like Saitama is punching Boros like easily, always tagging. It's not getting blitzed at all. I already said before how the web comic would be the primary source. The manga will be next, probably. Then the anime will be last. So like my web comic scans will hold more validity.
Sure. Hold on a second. Get something real quick.
Um, I know. I just want to say I know like Boros has like regeneration, but so I'm just gonna like counter that before I forget and say like his regeneration has never shown to be able to last for like weeks. Like Carnage Kabuto stamina.
Yeah, I know.
So to get out tags.
Yeah, that's why I would have to at least show. That's why I'm trying to at least show relativity between the two. I think that there's a webcomic statement. I'm looking for it where Saitama states that he might be like sorry, whatever. You know how Saitama states that Boros is like strong, like he's like he acknowledges his strength, and like he can tell that he's one of the stronger ones.
He just said like you're pretty strong.
Yeah.
Can mean anything.
Pardon?
I mean, I said that can mean anything.
I understand it can mean anything, but like he said, because like I'm going off of, it just feels like you shouldn't be able to say that a Saitama who's like in a battle and is running alongside Boros, and Boros is at least able to keep up somewhat with him. When we've seen like, I should say, what do you call it? Just missing words for a second. I don't know why I'm mind blanking at the moment, but okay. Anyway, what else can I do for Boros with speed? What about do you know that the Saitama moon jump? You know the Saitama moon jump is like,
It's like sub raw, I believe.
I don't remember the exact calc. I'm gonna look at it really quickly before I actually.
I'm pretty sure it was sub raw. It's like he jumped from the moon to Earth in like 3 to 4 seconds. I'm really good at conclusions if you.
Just give me a sec. I'm just looking at it really quickly because I wasn't like expecting to just have to use webcomic only because I don't know. I think that that guidebook was I think it was written. Let me check who's written by real quick. I guess I should probably argue at least at the end over it, over whether or not.
Let me drop this.
Jen, what were you saying? What are you gonna drop?
I'm gonna drop this. When Darkseid first shows, I just found this scan. I was like,
Okay. Wait.
yeah. Hold my mom call me real quick.
Did he say his mom's calling him?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, okay. Shit. I forgot to bring up something about his AP point.
Alright. So basically what this I just posted, basically shows like Darkseid, Flash is basically punching away.
Okay.
Yes.
Actually, hold on. Can I ask you? I know that we've already been over it, but I think we're at the end here. I didn't know if you would accept me to like ask a question really quickly and like about like Garo's power in respect to Boros.
Like what?
Okay. The quote that you dropped, it was about how it would be a good fight, but that Gar would be better at like close range hand to hand shit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you do realize that that could also like prove that Garo doesn't exactly scale to Boros and AP, but just that his that he'd be able to utilize like his main martial art style, which is I guess it is or was like flowing style rock fist, which would like send back the attack at 2 times the damage. Okay. Like, would you also say that that's like just as valid, if more so, of like just an interpretation of what that proves?
No.
Why not?
Um, when it says when one's like saying that they're relatives, it says they have a good fight, that they're like basically relative or close up. That would mean even that long can still like hurt fucking Boros.
I don't know why. I don't know why. Because also, why would like having a good fight, mean that they should like what is it? Directly like and completely scale to each other? Because like you would have to like interpret one's way of saying good fight as like meaning they should scale. Like for instance,
Yeah,
Boros
and
and
this
Saitama, like
and
Boros and Saitama
after
could have had a good fight, but they wouldn't like scale necessarily at their full
no,
strength.
like that's never mentioned for them for Boros and Saitama having a good fight. When one saying that Boros and Garo's having a good
I don't
Boros
know
makes
why
him racing.
I don't know why he would have to like comment on every fight he thinks is a good fight being a good fight to dictate what he actually means, because there are just multiple interpretations of what good fight means, and I don't think that your argument using the one that you think it should mean to like support your argument means that it is that way. You understand?
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but like
Yeah.
in this context, it never even said like Garo's using like word form rock. This says punches and kicks can like be avoided.
Well, it doesn't say that he necessarily does that, but it also says that he's just better at close hand combat or like close up combat, which would in like incorporate his martial arts. And we know that his main form of martial art is literally the flowing water rock fist style.
Even that long range would be able to do some good shit.
I don't know why that's what it means. How I interpret it is that they would have a good fight, but the determining factor or the thing that would push Garo over the edge would be their hand-to-hand combat, like or close range specifically.
Even
I don't really think that means at long range. I mean,
even
does Garo even attack from long range in character? Like, does he even do that? And Boros doesn't even attack from long range.
What is it?
They both
For,
go in.
if you read the statement for it, it says before Boros was definitely the stronger one, right? But now that Garo is a stronger, like perfect monster, one doesn't really know. That means Garo got stronger. It's now relative. So he's no longer weak.
It doesn't. Again, like I don't. Okay, I don't know why you're like matching what he says as like a good fight or
I didn't even bring up good fight. I bring up how one
That's
said
what I'm
Boros
bringing
was
up.
strong. No. I'm gonna.
Okay.
I don't care about the good match. I'm bringing up in the first part of the statement. It said Boros was stronger, but then Garo became a perfect monster. Now they don't know. So that means they're relative.
Okay. Why would because you do understand that also literally takes into account the martial arts that he uses to turn back his opponent's strength onto them twofold, right?
Oh my! Fork, you know if that was the case, right? Garo would be much faster in his base form. He can just do that thing in his base.
Because
Yeah, we probably will. Ugh.
If he was that much faster and still has martial arts in his base, any punch or kick that he threw, he could still use the word form rock fist and still be considered stronger because of that. That's why it doesn't make sense.
Wait, what? You think that can you just one more time, please?
So if one was literally saying, "Oh, the word form rock fist makes him that strong," right? They have to like reflect it back the 2 times. If that was the one could literally said human Garo and not perfect near monster Garo, right?
No, he couldn't have, because human Garo was substantially weaker. I'm not saying that he doesn't scale at all and that he's like a fly compared to him. I'm just saying that you could just make the argument that he is still somewhat weaker.
I don't know
just based off that.
Okay, I don't know about this match.
If you want to like go to conclusions, then I guess I'll go. Oh, okay. I was gonna go first.
Dark. I would say Carnage Kabuto is basically faster, so I would bring up how Carnage Kabuto has the weaker stamina and will just outlast his regeneration. I believe I won the AP point, so I'll just be relative, just fuck him over. And that's gonna happen. It's gonna outlast and fuck him over for the entire week.
Okay. I think that Boros would be like substantially stronger, and I guess arguably just as faster. I think that the point where I basically argued that because of the gap, like the extreme gap in power between his strong, like what was shown when he wasn't going full power and what he was when he was going full power, because like of the fact that that was over such like a long period of time, that the registered data for what do you call him? Uh, fuck. What's the black dude's name? Shit. Alloy Darkshine. I think that his data that was registered into like the machine wouldn't be representative of what he showed when he was like fighting Garo, simply because of the fact that you would just say that logically they got stronger over time when you compare the feats and the scaling and that you realize they're so vast. I think that even if you make the argument that, well, he wasn't ever using his full power, I think that the analogy as well still holds. I also think that Jin never like gave a solid reason as to why that durability or AP ever really have to correlate, that one wouldn't just obnoxiously scale above the other. So even if he can like survive getting the shit knocked out of him by Garo, that wouldn't mean that if he got a hit in, he'd be able to damage Garo. I forgot the speed point that he made about Carnage Kabuto, but I think that Boros should realistically have like the same level of speed, because I think that there's like a lot more evidence or like to suggest that that Saitama was being just as casual or more casual than what he was doing against Flashy Flash, who's faster than light, and that Boros was able to like keep up. And then when you add in like the regeneration, I don't think that Carnage Kabuto is going to ever really deal substantial damage, but Boros certainly could. I could argue that shit better, but I guess that's it.
Come on, Sunday. Let's go, nigga. I'm here.
Are you guys
I
done?
thought Roy's going first.
All right. Well,
Roy's not.
let me just say this. I'm very upset. Right? Okay, Forks. First of all, the VGS thing, Darkshine was literally there. It wasn't a past period of time where he uploaded his data. He literally came to Saitama's house, sat down, and put the VGS on.
I was asking for like the time period in which he did that.
It was after the Boros fight.
Okay, that's way before the.
No. I know what Forks is saying. Basically, Forks is saying that like Darkshine at that point had like not done anything, and then after the VS point, he like done like his feats of Bug God and all that shit. But the thing is that it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Because there's literally nothing that implies Darkshine got stronger, and there's also nothing that contradicts it being power either. The only error that was actually like in VGS was that it couldn't fully replicate Fighting Spirit, because fighting complicated and it's also really powerful. It's hard for a machine to duplicate that. But everything else like is like literally not contradicted at all. And your analogy that you gave for saying like, well, if Goku destroyed a planet, right, and a time period passes by and they fight a solar system level person, that just only means two things. That just means that he either held back or he just controlled like his destruction ability.
But I made
Especially when you don't like say like he trained in between or anything. Like you have to prove that they're training in between. That's a pause claim.
Yeah, I was just I said that like analogy before. I think he brought up like the like he was just like holding back or whatever. So,
Oh yeah, and then
but I get what you're saying, Saiboshi.
the water flowing fist point, right? It's stupid because literally we see that what's his face? Garo can't reflect things that are strong, that are that much stronger than him, right? So even if you try to say that 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 Garo was a little bit weaker than Boros, he would have just done the same. Carnage Kabuto was still skilled to Dark Shine, who was able to take hits from that Gara, who's able to reflect things that are not that much stronger than him. So like, and then your the other point, the speed point, right? Like I don't know why you're trying to scale that suppress Saitama to the Saitama that's when against Flashy Flash. He really suppressed himself so he can give Boros a good fight. It wouldn't scale to anybody at all.
At least to be fair, like Jin had at least light speed like scaling, but Boros and that Saitama have literally no speed scaling. There's nothing. Saitama's holding back, so you can't scale to anybody else's speed. Like you couldn't even prove that Saitama's fast for Genos. It's impossible because he's holding back and there's no external scaling. And he gets strong. But Boros also has literally no scaling as well. There's no speed for Boros.
Like the only thing,
but at least he has
like about Dragoon Shoot or whatever his name is. That's it.
Okay, and as for the, I guess, last thing, it was like AP durability.
Okay. I forgot
I think Jin won those points, honestly.
Yeah.
I wasn't there for like the entire day. I didn't hear all day.
Jin had Carnage Capital blitzing. You dropped the AP point. You basically left them at relative. So Lily would just be Carnage Capital just wailing on Boros because regeneration stops.
No, because like I tried to like distinguish between like surviving shit and like durability and attack potency.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're rewriting fucking laws of physics. Oh my god, no, that's not how physics.
I don't know why you argued that for.
There's a lot of things that go into like the law, whatever force you output comes like back, right? There's more to it than, well, if you punch somebody and you don't fly back, that's force, and that your durability is higher. That's not how it works. Like obviously, there is some sort of force going back into your fist, but you know that force going into your fist just goes right back to your hand, right? It doesn't spread over your entire body. I like that same force because because in a shock
and Flashy Flash pushing them back.
It's also like your footing, the area, all of that. Like
that's why I'm taking physics this year.
Oh yeah, and the biggest problem I had was Jin. The web you never had to say the webcomic was the only, so you never had to say that.
Jin, you even said like mid debate, like there's nothing really like contradicting the manga and the webcomic, and here you are like arguing like what's canon or not.
I don't know why
kind
you
of
said
stupid.
that.
No, it's not what I said.
Yes,
Yes, it is.
It was.
Oh my god, Jin. I don't know why you just said the webcomic thing. It doesn't matter.
The webcomic primary source.
Like the manga never contradicts the webcomic in the fucking audiobooks, whatever. So it's all fine. Then you're like arguing for like consistency. It's stupid.
Like literally with the manga, it didn't matter in the first place whatsoever. Like that entire point was just stupid. And forcing you going along with that was stupid as well.
He'll be sub-row with speed even if I love it.
So who won?
Jin. I mean, you did good, Forks. You just got stuff like arguing or like dropping points so easily.
The debate was just bad. Oh my god.
It was a very uphill debate from the start, either too. So.
You would record. Oh my god.
I don't know why.